rickshaw here. It's the 9th of July, and I wanted to tell you something that happened to me when I first come to this country, for you expats that are coming here. If anybody ever comes here again, the way things are going with this COVID crap. And then after I'm done with this, you can turn it off if you don't want to hear any more. But I like to eat a hot dog. I don't eat many of them, because I know they're full of preservatives and all that. But I'm a sucker for a good hot dog. And here in this country, they got these hot dogs here. They're chicken dogs, and man, these things are. So you could eat just by itself. It's a taste. To me, it's just got a great taste. So when I first came here, the way I like to cook my hot dogs is I put them in a frying pan with water up over the top, and I turn the fire way up, and I boil them for a really good bit so they swell up. And then I got butter in there too. So then when the water boils all off, the butter gets on there, and I can brown them a little bit. Well, I went ahead and did that here in the Philippines, and when I heard the water was boiled off and I heard them start to sizzle, I got this plastic smell and I ran outside. Well, guess what? All the hot dogs were ruined. They put these dang plastic prophylactics on these hot dogs here. So, in my country, you get like a ballpark frank, you cut it open, you throw the hot dogs in the water and you boil them. Not here. You open up the dang plastic bag it's in, and then they're in the prophylactic, so you got to take that off. And the hot dogs that I had, now some of them they got writing on it so you can see it, but some of them, the ones I had didn't have any writing, so I didn't even pay attention to it. So be careful of that. But that's the end of my warning for expats coming here on the hot dogs. All right. So another thing happened to us yesterday. We went out. My wife and I had a adult day out. We're not allowed to leave. They say you can't leave the province, and if we take the surface streets to where we always shopped. I mean, we're right on the border of Laguna, and on the surface streets you can't go there. Well, I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and he says, "Well, we still go over there. We just jump on the highway." Hey, go figure. So we thought we're going to give it a try, and we got our babysitter. And we jumped on the highway, and sure enough, 8 pesos later, we get off at our exit and drive right back to the SM Mall in Santa Rosa. So I was real happy about that. And we had lunch and dinner out there. We spent some time there. We got the kids some bicycles, riding machines for them, and that was kind of cool. And we had I went to Burger King. Hi, baby. Went to Burger King, and I always like to get that double Whopper and onion rings. I don't eat much fried foods, but once a year I allow myself to go to Burger King and eat garbage. I ate a double Whopper and a big thing of onion rings and had a coffee. That was our lunch. So that was kind of fun with my sweetie. And then, hey Dorothy, why don't you show us your bike? I'm gonna get my little sweetie to show. We picked her up a pretty nice bike. We wanted to get her own beautiful little bike because she likes to ride. There's Maddie. He's got Mumu's bike. Show us Mumu's bike, Maddie. Look at that. Show us Mumu's bike. We got Mumu one. It's just one without pedals, and he does pretty good on it. Maddie likes it too. He rides it. Maddie, why don't you get your scooter and show us your scooter? Okay. And so we got that little foot bike. That's Leanne. Maddie's doing it. And so Mumu, we got the seat down real low for Mumu, but Maddie's been riding it, and they can balance on it. And Mumu's been balancing on it. That's cool. And here comes my little sweetie. She got her nice little bicycle. We're kind of bummed. It was training wheels. We got them off with no kickstand, so we got to go back to the store and get our kickstand. She's got to lean up against the wall. And there comes my beautiful Mr. Maddie. He got a kickstand on his machine. Okay, let's see it, buddy. And we got him a really nice. We looked at all of them. This one was a little bit pricey, but hey, you know what? He's going to have it for a while. It'll adjust way up. It'll grow with him. Plus the bearings in the wheels. They have really good bearings in these wheels. The cheaper ones, bad bearings. And Dorothy's machine is really nice. Yesterday she drove it all around. Yeah, your machine is just fantastic. And Mumu's machine over there, so we got that. And then my sweetie did something very nice. You know, she gets an allowance every month, and she picked me up something real nice. She picked me that up. I was never really a jewelry or watch wearer, even when I was young. I got into the electrical trade, and you can't wear, even a wedding ring. They get it off. The foreman to get it, you take that off. No metal allowed, no necklaces, no jewelry, none of that stuff. So I got in the habit of just not wearing them, and for so many years, I never wore a watch. You never saw any pictures of me all through from when I was young wearing a watch. And never a necklace. A couple of pictures of me wearing a wedding ring because I used to take it off and put it on, and the one I have now, I don't even know where it is anymore. I just got so used to not wearing them, but my wife bought me this beautiful underwater watch, and I'm going to wear it. She bought it for me with a bunch of love and being sweet to me, and I'm going to wear this watch. She picked it. She likes it. So that's the way it's going to be. But we had a great day out yesterday, and we got back. But we stopped at the SM store. That's our big store. We don't ever do all of our grocery shopping there, but we go there because they have stuff that we can't get around here. And like porterhouse and T-bone steaks and rib steaks. They have really nice ones. You can buy a big chuck roast there, which I really like. So we go over there to do that. Our stores a lot of times don't have it. Plus, they don't have any kind of assortment of cheeses. They've got Eden cheese, which is nothing but oil. It's not even cheese. And they got one cheddar cheese from Kraft. It's cheese, it's cheddar, but so we go over there and they got all kinds of cheese, and they got all kinds of bratwurst and stuff like that, which we get that some of the time. But the mistake I made when I was over there, they had Camembert and Brie cheese. And I thought, well, boy, I'm going to go ahead and just get one of each, and I'm just only going to eat a little bit. I'll probably be okay with this milk thing. As you can see in the previous videos, the trouble I've had for years. So I get that, and we've got our babysitter and my beautiful little wife, and we've got some not crackers, but Tostitos, and we're putting little pieces of Brie cheese on there, eating these crackers, and Doritos also we had. And we're putting them on there, and I ate just a little bit. It's a round thing, about so big around, and it's not too big, and we were eating that, and I thought, I'm going to be fine. No. Man, I'll tell you what, it hit me at about 12:30. We went to bed early. After we got home, we ate a little bit, and then when the babysitter went home, we all just sort of crashed. It must have been 9. I woke up choking. That dang white stuff just attacked my throat, something fierce. I actually went in. It was the first time. Usually when I start falling asleep, I'd get to the choking. This time it woke me up. I was choking. So I got in there and I brushed out, and I got all this gook out of my throat. Mucus, just from this dairy. And so I went ahead and cleaned that out, and I was walking the floor till 5 in the morning, still choking while I was wide awake walking around. It was horrible. So I guess for me, it's 100% no more dairy ever. I mean, and I didn't eat a lot, but it came back like with a vengeance. So I have to watch that. I guess as I get older, all the things I really love are slowly being removed. So it kind of sucks, but that's where I'm at with that. Just thought I'd tell you that. But we did have, my wife and I had a wonderful day. We were in the mall, holding hands. Nobody bothered us. Most of the people in that mall, I'd say half of the people weren't wearing their masks. You'd go into the stores, they were wearing their masks, but it was pulled down under their chin. And one thing I noticed in this country, if they stop motorcycles all the time if they have a checkpoint, and even me, I have to pull over and stop, and they want to see your copy your ORCR and license and all, and then they let you go. It's just what they do here. But a lot of times you see these guys, their helmet's sitting way up on top of their head. It's not even pulled down over their face. It's sitting on top of their head. They don't bother them. Or they pull it down over their head and it's not strapped. They don't bother them. Same way with the mask. They're not really bothering anybody. And I don't, I'm not thinking if you're if you're close to somebody, you know, when we started walking through the thing, there were some people coming up our way, and it kind of got narrow because they got these things in the middle of the mall. And yeah, they pulled their mask up. When they were 20 feet away, they didn't, but when they got close by, they pulled it up. And that's great. Okay, they were doing their social distancing and their mask thing, but when you're not close to anybody, I'd love somebody to tell me, you know, if you're 25 feet from somebody, do you need a mask to protect yourself from them? You know, I just don't get all this. But I also had a guy on there, Ken something. He left a thing on my Expats question video about, you know, stop spewing your Trumpian stuff and all this stuff. So you guys can go ahead and look at that. You can see my reply. He automatically assumed I want people dead and all this. And I won't take that one down. I take ones down where people are getting foul or when people start fighting on my comments. Then I take them down. I can edit and delete them. But one thing I have noticed, the liberals and / Marxist people, they don't want to hear your view. They want you to hear their view. But they do not want to hear your view. And I have a view. I don't buy any of this crap. And this guy does. That's fine. If this Ken guy wants to wear a mask and hide in his home and not go to work anymore and let the nanny government let him stay in his place, or maybe he starves, I don't know. That's fine. I don't got a problem with that. And I'm not taking his comment down. I'm not going to do it. But here's the deal. Don't tell me not to give my opinion. I have a First Amendment same as you. Just because you're a liberal or possibly a Marxist doesn't mean that yours is the only one that counts. So I left it up for all to see, and they can see what kind of person this guy is. So it just seems odd to me. I go back and forth with liberal people all the time on my messenger in different places. And I don't have a problem with that. If that's their view, I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it. They want to have that view, that's their business. Just don't come to me and say, I got to shut up, or I got to do what they say. That's totalitarianism. I am not buying it. So. But this is just me going on a little BS thing today. And let me check my phone. Yep, it's still on. I did one here a little bit ago, the same thing I'm doing right now, but the camera shut off as soon as I started for some reason. It started doing that. So I don't know what's going on. I hope you can hear it real good. I got the fuzzy muff on there. And you guys all take care. Say a prayer for each other. And don't stifle anyone else's opinion. Somebody's got an opinion, listen to it. They're of the same worth as you are. And if they've got an opinion, listen to it. I'm not going to stop anybody from doing that. So you guys all, God bless you all. And this is Rick Shaw.